On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, it's the Jurassic World Rebirth Captivz Collection. We've got a bunch of eggs to chew through. We have already found the Compy, we have found the Quetzalcoatlus, now we've got to complete the collection. Can we though, when we've only found 12 of 13 eggs? But lots here to see. We've got Super Sized Eggs too and Captivz dioramas. It's interesting. Let's just get right to it. And our first egg of the day, keeping in mind we have already found the Compy and the Quetzalcoatlus. I'm opening from a mostly completed shelf box that had 11 out of the 12 eggs, but there are 13 to collect. So who knows what we're gonna find today. A metallic-y silver egg with this series, and we begin. I really like the Jurassic look of this packaging. It's just kind of mechanical or something going on. Very map-like. Interesting. I think it's an Ankylosaurus. I am not sure if I've ever pulled a Captivz Ankylosaurus. I'm gonna have to go back. Oops. Head upside down. I'm gonna have to go back to the archives. Pretty sure this one's new to me, if not new to the collection. Great looking Ankylosaurus, very sharp and rigid back, lots of scuds and spines, and lots of deep rich muddy coloring going down the back. Also a nice return to those Jurassic World coin medallions on there to identify it as a Captivz. My favorite metallic series though, those were kind of washed out. And we've got a card of course included, Ankylosaurus card. Collect these all and you can connect and build a poster of something. That must be the top left corner. That's a good first find, and the nice thing about the quadrupedals is that they usually stand up on all fours really easily. Real quick, the guide of characters. Who are we searching for today? Finding the rare dinos, and there are some doozies in here, like the Distortus Rex right on the cover. Obviously a T-Rex in the collection, Kentrosaurus, which we found before, and Quetzalcoatlus, which we found earlier. Spinosaurus would be great to see and looking in classic stance. A D-Rex again, a Compy, which we found. A Pteranodon and a Mosasaurus in that classic pose. We love Secret Mustard here. And then Velociraptor, Ankylosaurus, Sinoceratops, and then two exclusives. Hopefully today we can find one, a D-Rex exclusive with flocked skin. How is that gonna work? And a flocked Spinosaurus. How? And then of course the posters we are going to build and connect. Alright Steve, what is our next 2 of 11 eggs to pull?
Squirrel Stampede.
Please, Squike.
Squash Share.
And Squirrel Live.
Woo! When you hear that screaming noise, it's not really me, it's just one of the dinosaurs back there doing their native calls. Who knows what slime it is? I like to keep these for later. And my 4th Captivz Jurassic World pull is none other than Mosasaurus Squeaky Mustard. Ooh, I like the color scheme on this one. In green more this time around. Mosasaurus has been in most of the toys versus an aqua deep blue. Here's our color change Secret Mustard, which we all know and love, and my favorite Italic Metallic series from earlier this year. So we're using the same shape and mold, but it's one of my favorites. And I think this one scores an extra point. Just looks really good. It looks really good. A little white underbelly. Got the metal feature on its belly. Just a great paintwork on this one. These are so fun to collect, even though they're in the same position. And where's the card on this one? There we go. These get a little curly. Gotta place them under a heavy dictionary for a while if people still have dictionaries. Mosasaurus, splash splash. And, ooh, that's a great back image. On a pretty good clip now with 4 out of 13 found. We did exceptionally well finding rare in the metallic series. We'll see if that plays through today. Kentrosaurus. Not exactly my favorite, but they surely painted this one to almost be a favorite. And a nice kind of reddish pink on the belly and red deep on the top. Likes to spike out of hand. This one's such a gnarly upgrade to the classic Stegosaurus with these spikes coming out of the shoulders. Ow, how does that really work? Is that really real? I gotta look up this guy a little more. Silver metal on the bottom, looking spiky. And well, I think we're gonna have enough soon to at least build most of the poster the way we're going. Come on, D-Rex. Come on, D-Rex. Are we gonna find a D-Rex? I do not know if I've seen this one either in a while or ever. Must be the Sinoceratops. Interesting stance. I feel like it's new. recalling if I've seen this one before. I kind of feel like I haven't. I feel like it's so different. It's got the nice holes through the crest on its head. That's interesting. Kind of a grayish turquoise aqua color, a little bit muddied up with the watercolor dirt. And there's the metal of Jurassic on the back tail. That's a good one. I like the position that it's actually turning its head instead of a face forward this time. I usually like face forward stuff, but this one looks good. And a card. There's our Spinosaurus. Just fun to say, rolls off the tongue. I know we've done a large one before. On such a good roll so far, on a good roll. What do we got next, Steve? What do we got next? Still looking for the big guys. Still looking for the big guys. Oh, there we go. Something stripy. Something taily. Something velociraptor-y. Why do I feel like I did not see this one on the guide when it must be there? Is this? It's hard to say. He's kind of curled up a little bit. Really interesting paint with this one. White with a lot of grayish, dark gray splatter charcoal markings, stripes down its back. Muddy feet. And in a curled up kind of like, I'm gonna bite your head off Muldoon position. Kind of cow-like with the white and the black stripes. I feel like I'm looking at a cow velociraptor. Very cute though. If a velociraptor could be cute, there's our card. And our back poster. Oh yeah, velociraptor was right there in the middle. I saw it. Still looking for a big guy. We got 4 left. We got good odds. Here we go. What do we got? Ah, these have been super slinky today. They just fly right out. Okay. More soup. And feeling good. Feeling good things with this one. It's the head of a T-Rex, I believe. T-Rex makes an entrance to the day. That's right. Boating along in the river with our Rex of T. More posters to see. This one's gonna look good, I think. Wonder if it's a new position. This guy's always in the same classic Captivz stance. I feel like we've seen this guy before. There he is. Or shall I say, there she is. Kind of a tan with a dark brownish striping, dirt markings going down the top of her back. Really well painted. And head looking good too. Mouth agape with a little bit of pink there and a pink tongue sticking out. That's a really nice looking one. Table's getting full. What do we got? 3 left? I don't know. We're pulling really wild right now. But still no rares. Nothing really to sink our teeth into and pull blood out. That would be fun if these actually bled a little bit. Okay, what do we got? What do we have? More slime. Love the packets. Still small. Maybe another compy? No, it's a Spino! A Spinosaurus! I love how they went more classic with it, low to the ground gator-like. It's a little bit standing tall in the movie. This is a little more, whoa, what's going on? Which direction is front? Look at the head, it's so gator pointy-like. And then the tail, love the tail on this. This feels so much more accurate to me. I have a hard time believing the stance of the Spinosaurus in the movie with such a big back thing going on system. You'd think it would be lower to the ground. I know there's discussions on whether it was bipedal or quadrupedal. I believe it's more quadrupedal in my... But there's not many fossils to this one, really. It's all kind of speculative in my book. Whatever engine created, though, could certainly be more T-Rexian, Spinian than what was 60, 120 million years ago. This one is cool. This is one of my favorites of the day, though. It's just a new Captivz design. Got the metal on the bottom, brown with the orange stripes, looking awesome. However, mine will not stand. I don't know if she's been in pack too long. Look at this back foot here. This leg here feels like it might have been plastic bent, or it just didn't get enough time to dry, or whatever, however that works, but she's gonna forever be tippy laying on back. So totally vulnerable to a T-Rex attack. We need some help. Who can save poor Spiny? So we've actually found most everything but the D-Rex and the Pteranodon now, and nothing exclusive, but still great collection. Just enough to really entertain. These have always been my faves. Ah, perfect. Easy, don't slink out in my hands. Just enough to be very entertaining. Okay, this one has some meat on it, a little bit heavier than what we saw with Spino, flat Spino. Could be a lot of interesting things. Oh, here it is. And I think it's a rare. Oh, it's so creepy. This is the exclusive flocked D-Rex. Why they flocked it, I don't know. Is it really fuzzy in the movie and we're not seeing it in the trailer? It's just, oh, it feels like a Godzilla villain, doesn't it? Feels like one of those insect dudes from 2014. So to pull a distorted Rex right here, probably in a better stance than what we saw the giant toy in. I feel like this is a little more accurate to its body shape. You do lose a little bit of detail in the flocking. You can't really paint flock as well. I mean, it's kind of in a white, a little bit of gray on its face, and a little bit of yellow mud on the top there. Not as detailed as the plastic can be, so it would be fun to still hunt for a plastic version of the D-Rex. But still fun to pull an exclusive, oddly, an odd one. This might be the oddest Captivz figure in my collection now. The weird, strange, fuzzy D-Rex. Now, where did the card go? Where did the card go? There we go. I almost lost the card. I had to dig around. Oh, that's so alien-like. I feel like we are in the alien verse with this, with the shadiness to it. There the D-Rex is, and our poster on the back, Emmy. All right, our final egg today. So once again, robbing a shelf box, trying to find something that wasn't disturbed always wins. The worst is when you end up with like 60 compies. Although those are really cool pack dinos. So I'm guessing Pteranodon because we have not found a Pteranodon and that is more common. I think that would make the most sense. Or another compy. So our final pull today is a Pteranodon. That makes me wonder, I pulled from a box of 11 out of 12. Makes me wonder what was missing, but there it is. That's a really cool Pteranodon. So kind of in tan and green, so like a tan base color, and then a little bit of muddy on its back, and then green markings, a little muddy on its belly with the cool logo emblem on its wing. That's pretty neat. I do not have many Pteranodons, so it's pretty neat to see. And it's Pteranodon card. Or is it Dinosaurs? So I did pretty good with this collection. 11 out of the 13 to find. Only missing out on, what did we miss out on? A unflocked D-Rex, of course, and a flocked Spinosaurus. Those are the two that are out exclusive that I'm not finding. I would like to find a non-flocked D-Rex, so I may hunt around a little more. We'll see. I've kind of blown the budget with Jurassic World this year. And so there all our cards together. Let's flip them over, see what poster we can build. The three elements, land, sea, and air. Just one more, and that probably is under, say, something. Probably a fuzzy Spinosaurus. But we're not done yet. There's a lot to Captivz this year. It's a huge release. No, we can't forget about the giant egg option. The giant Captivz egg build and battle. This one always, there we go, always looking back at you. It's one of the creepiest things, this lenticular. These are always so fun. Always so fun. I'm not sure who is packed in here. 3 to collect. Dig through jungle moss, aqua gel, and prehistoric sand to find your super-sized dino. Could be a T-Rex, that always seems to be. Oh, there we go. The options are Tyrannosaurus Rex, which we've found a couple in the past. A Mosasaurus supersized would be fantastic, and so would a Spinosaurus. So there's some really cool options in here. So place your bets in the comments. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Gray again, and lots of fun. Always so much packed into these. There's the aqua gel. Could it be? Could it be? There is the jungle moss. It might be. It might be. And the prehistoric sand. My fave, always satisfying. And stickers. And a few things else. Maybe that card will tell who we got. Do I move the moss off the card, or do you have an idea what we have? I think I spoiled it. You can kind of see it, so let's just kind of spoil and see what we're digging for. It's the Spinosaurus. So the second most interesting one I would want to find. I really was hoping for the Mosasaurus, but a Spinosaurus is great just because of what happened here. I'm hoping that the larger scale will keep it standing. Okay, what do we see first? What do we see first? How about the aqua gel? I believe there's a tail in there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Submerged is a tail of a whale of a Spinosaurus. I always find this one funny. It's a rare opportunity where you can't really peel it. You're encouraged to cut your fingers off. So we'll try it this way. Easy fingers. The duller the knife, the better. And there it is, aqua slime. Oh, it is so much more jelly than I remembered the last group. It's got like a biosyn grab to it. It's chunky. It's chunky. So we'll just kind of nail this out like that right to the tabletop. This is another real test of my new table surface. Will this like scar it? I hope not. I hope not. We'll just pull out a handy Space X tool here and we'll start digging out what we got. Oh, that is so chunky. It's so rubber. There we go. There's our Spino tail. And I'm assuming it's going to be in the exact same stance as the small one. We'll see though. We'll see. It's got a tail that feels a little more curved. And well, the Moss of Jungle is next. What do we have? This one feels new. I do not remember Moss of Jungle before. Okay, I see something of a spine in there. And we'll once again cut through this. This has got to be a little more DNA soupy like. Yeah. Oh. Oh my. Very similar to what you see in the packs. It's that same. Oh, it's such a great green. Yeah. Our spiny. Look at that. Try to keep this in here. What a great moss collectible. Okay, good looking body, and it's standing. It's standing. I think I just had kind of a defective mini. And I think I lucked out here. There's no slime in the back hole of the Spinosaurus. That didn't come out sounding very good. And so our final, which is usually very satisfying, is the prehistoric sand. Now, I just realized one of these packs, and I don't know if it came from the large egg or if this came from the smaller eggs. This is obviously thicker. This must be the land. I have not seen land yet, so we'll compare the two and see what they look like. So here's the prehistoric sand and the giant egg with eye. Okay, this stuff is so fun. Where do they come up with this stuff? It's just a really good sandy compound with a little bit of stretch to it. And it's done in many different ways, but I always feel like this is one of the best out of this way. Except for trying to get it off your head of your Spinosaurus. Your Spinosaurus is like covered in it. And it's really difficult to get off. So I'm gonna have to like get out the garden hose in a minute here and clean this off. But it's so fun and satisfying to play with. Anyhow, the sand, look for the prehistoric sand. How does this compare to this is what I wanted to know too. So this one pack, everything has been squishy slime. This one pack was different. And it's the same stuff. Okay, so now we've got more. I can combine these two together and place it in one of these eggs for storage. Okay, I'm gonna clean this guy off somehow before I connect him. He's just so muddy. It does look like our Spinosaurus' head hole has got a little bit of slime in there. I'm just gonna use it as glue. We'll see what happens. And well, I think we got her. Our Spinosaurus. Super scaled, super Captivz scaled. Look at that tail swish, look at that tail swish, what a fun figure. And so usually these are upscaled sizes of the littles, although this one's a little bit different. It's got its mouth closed and its tail is swooping the other way and it doesn't want to stand. So thankfully we got this one to take over for it. And it's a doozy. I love the stance of this one. I love the low to the ground look. Same color scheme, brown with a little bit of orange stripes. It's a really lovely one to find. And anything else in that giant egg? The stickers. Remember that one time when one of the eggs broke and we had slime all over the stickers? Jurassic World Rebirth stickers, so placing one of these onto one of my sketchbooks. Not finished yet though, there's one more item to this huge Captivz release for Rebirth. These crates back here by Darius. Dinorama crates. Here's the T-Rex for land. There's the sea with the Mosasaurus. And air with the Quetzalcoatlus. These might go well with the Microverse heads from Mattel. Those are also available out there. They're spiny, but these dinos feel a little smaller than Captivz. Connect and build a Jurassic World. 14 pieces inside. Collect the 3. I'm so glad they're visible to what they are. 1 Pop N Lock Dino could be the same Mosasaurus, a cage, panels, 3 scene accessories, and sticker sheets. Looking good. Looks like if you're careful, you can preserve the packaging. And, well, how do we get into this? It reminds me so much of those Fortnite cubes, the Fortnite panels that we had with the figures over the years, and it was always impossible to get them apart. This end piece might be the key. There's a little slot here, and jam this open. Let's say this is. Oh, nice little accessories. The boat, a damaged boat, and some SpongeBob seaweed. That must be our Pop N Lock Mosasaurus find. And it appears to be the same one. So that's helpful. So if you can somehow run into this box, you'd be finding yourself another Mosasaurus without looking for one in the egg. Okay, so now we gotta open this up somehow. Crack this, flange that, and it's flat. So somehow we have to get it to look like this. It's like flat with a little square plateau. There's water pieces. Maybe I just have to break it apart. These pieces could be the base. I think we have to kind of break this apart. And then do with what you will. And that painfully took much longer than I thought it would. Here's the trick. Take your water tiles, place them on the bottom, and place them in the exact same position. See these notch cutouts? Get them exactly. Then find this panel right here that fits and locks here, and then the square panel that fits there. Tap down the top, and then the other side. If you can find those in the correct order, you got it. Now I got some stickers to do, and this part's gonna be ugly hard. Got this beautiful underwater scene Spinosaurus, and there should be little circles, yeah, there should be little circles to go over all of these posts that are going to give us so much trouble. And this one here is gonna go on this back wall. And it's gonna be pretty tricky, I think. And so it was. Everything fell apart while doing so. The best way to get this on is to start with the center hole, line it up, and then fold out from there. I also definitely encourage you to build this first before you place the stickers on. That way you know for sure which end goes up so you don't accidentally place a sticker upside down. But there is our little tank of water. There's extra stickers to decorate, like say up on this top surface. I'm gonna hold off for a second. Let's now drop in some of the scenery. These can just then fit over the posts, just like so, kind of. Making sure to get your sunken boat on the base and your functioning boat up top. And well, then your Spinosaurus can swim about under its sea tranquility. Back around and over and not. You would then connect it up to your other scenes to build a diorama world. They give you some more ideas if you wish. Because they're a little tricky, I'm gonna hold off on the other two. Obviously there's a T-Rex set in a jungle verse with a tree, and then there is the air mission with the Quetzalcoatlus, and then you could just start snapping and building these together. We'll try and circle back to these when we check out the Microverse heads. That'll give us something extra to do that day, as we're kind of full on time right now. And I can see why these sold out so quickly, because you're going to want to maybe get, say, 2 or 3 of the ocean verses to build a larger diorama. So that's probably why they sold out so fast. People were probably picking up the full shelf box. I'm thinking 1 is just enough to kind of have something for your Captivz. Oh no, our Kentrosaurus sunk, and have a nice little display going for them. One other thing to squeak in, almost forgot. Huge Jurassic World Rebirth Captivz release Smash and Hatch eggs. Like 8 dinos to collect? Are they gonna be the same, different? Let's see. A real fresh and novel new idea. This one already looks a little soupy looking. It's really quite heavy, kind of like our favorite Treasure X plastic that cracks, I bet. Pretty solid. Well, let's give it a crunch. Oh, yuck. Oh, it's kind of thick. Is this an Indominus? I think it is. And if you can get the clutter of all the egg off of it, you will have reusable green slime. So in about 30 years, I'll have this cleaned up. Let's kind of get through this quickly. And there we go. At first I thought Indominus, but now I'm thinking Giganotosaurus because of that back spine in a shiny metallic soft matte green. What an interesting find. So if you can find a smash and hatch, give one a go. Just remember, this is fun to clean up. Lots of Captivz to be collected, but this is something you have to also see. It's Jurassic World Rebirth Miniverse Make It Mini Dinosaurs. So we are going to next time open, discover, clone up, discover, build, reveal, mix, dino DNA as many dinosaurs as we can from Miniverse. Stay tuned. If you like today's video, please give us a squike, square live, comment your favorite, most interesting Captivz of the day. Here's some videos YouTube recommends. Thanks for watching. That's what I have to say about that.